please ignore this little monster on my face. So I'm gonna do a sleek bun today because I recently learned how to do it and it's one of my favorite hairstyles right now. It's easy, you can wear it for multiple days, it's sleek, it's cute, it's popping, it's everything. Okay, what you're gonna need is some gel, any gel of your choice. This one in particular doesn't do much, so I can't use it by itself. I also use Murray's Edge Wax Extreme Hold. I use them both because, like I said, the Eco Styler doesn't hold my hair down very well, and just using both works so much better than using one, you know? This one I also use everywhere else, so this pretty much works as a normal styling gel, I think. Not just the edge wax, but just a styling gel, especially if you have 4C hair like mine that is a little bit harder to hold down and control. I also use some water, of course, not too much, but we definitely need it. Hair bands, lots of them. I have about 6 in front of me right now. Sadly, that's how many rubber bands it takes to keep one hairstyle intact, but that's okay. It's okay. Of course, for this style in particular, we need extra hair because this is not gonna really work for the look that we're going for. I'm not doing a puff this time, I'm doing a bun. So, hair is necessary. This is Marley hair. It's the same Marley hair that I use to do my Marley twists. The brand is Bobbi Boss. It's a mixture of 1B and 1, I believe. Black and blacker, basically. So I put the hair in this hair tie so that I can wrap the hair tie around my puff to keep it on my head, to keep it secure. We're gonna use that a little bit later, just, you know, lay that off to the side for a second. And we're gonna start by spritzing. Yes, we're gonna start it by spritzing our edges. Not too much, but you know, we need a little bit of moisture. My hair is already up in the assumed position because I wore this hairstyle yesterday. I still have gel left in my hair, so it's already kind of going upwards. You may need to do a little bit more work to get it up and ready to go, you know? Spray it all the way around. I'm gonna apply Eco Styler gel first because that's just how I do it. All around the ends, not ends, the edges. Actually, okay, before you do that, I'm gonna do this now, but before you start applying any product in your hair, put your rubber bands around your head so that when it's ready to be pushed up, we can just go straight into it. I forgot to do this. Before you apply product, put your rubber bands around your head. It's a little tight on your neck, but don't worry, it won't be there for that long. And it shouldn't be that tight or else you probably wouldn't be able to get it around your head, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some work to get this over my head. Let's use a different one. Yeah, this one's good. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2. You can use 1 if you want. You can use 3. However many you think your hair is gonna need. My hair usually needs 2 or 3 to really stay in place. So I'm gonna use 2. Now we're gonna, I can't breathe. Okay. I'm applying my edge control now. And I'm applying it all over, around the perimeter of my head. Focusing it on the edges, but bringing it back a little bit so that the bun is sleek all the way around the circumference of your head. You need to apply more water. Apply more water. I try not to apply too much water because then my hair starts to shrink and it's not as sleek as it could have been. So I just try and use more gel than water, but I do need water, as you saw, to start off with, because otherwise you're working on dry hair and that's just never good. So next, you're gonna take your brush, whatever brush you use. Whew, this is tight. I'm gonna wet mine a little bit because it's really dry. Sorry if it looks disgusting. It is. Wet your brush just a tad, not a lot, and start brushing your hair up into the center of your head. We're gonna take the hair to actually, hold on. Where's my pick? I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know. I don't know where my pick is, so. Oh, it's right here. Pick the hair up a little bit. Well, you don't have to, but I feel like my hair is a little shrunken. Push the hair ties up, up to create a puff. This is where you could stop if you really want to. If you want to just wear your hair up in a puff like this, you know, leave it like this. This is definitely a style. I wear my hair like this all the time. If this style's not acting right, I feel like this next style is the one to do. Sometimes the puff is just not as puffy, it's not as big, it's shrunken, it's dirty, it's just not looking the way you want it to. So the next style that I'm gonna show you, or the style that you came here for, is a good one to do if the puff is just not as puffy. I'm sorry if I'm looking away, but the mirror's on this side. You're gonna push the hair tie, the second hair tie if you need it, up. And the reason why I do two is because sometimes when I push the first hair tie up, it lays down more of the front and it doesn't get the back. I'll use the second one to really push the back up into the puff. So now I feel like it looks a little bit better and it feels tighter, more secure. So two is usually my go-to. One is not gonna hold my puff. It's just not. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna take our hair, our purchase hair, hold it by the hair tie that you were supposed to have wrapped around the hair. Since I did this yesterday, I had a bundle of hair kind of wrapped in this hair tie, but today I feel like I want my puff or my bun to be a little bit thicker, so I added some more hair. If you have a lot of hair or you have really thick hair, your puff is somewhat large, the more hair the better, because you're trying to cover your hair, so you don't want your hair peeking through the puff, unless that's what you want. I mean, who am I to say? Take the hair tie that is around all the Marley hair or whatever hair you're using, and you're gonna wrap it around your puff. You don't have to wrap it all the way around. As you can see, mine looks crazy because I didn't wrap it all the way down because I don't want to affect how sleek my hair is right now. That will kind of mess with it. So wrap it around a majority of the hair. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, you're gonna take the hair and you're just gonna wrap it around in however which way you choose. You can go for a variety of different looks. It's really just a matter of playing around with it and getting it to look somewhat decent. That's kind of the goal here. Yes, okay, it's coming together. It's coming together. You see it. Okay, okay. Okay. So once you have your bun kind of positioned the way you want it to be, you're gonna want to take, can you, dang, over here tickling my eye. You're going to want to take another hair tie. Oh, this video is 16 minutes, Lord. I'm sorry. We're almost done here. Be very careful because you don't want to mess it up, especially if you've done it 8-9 times now. You're tired. I know. I understand. I'm tired too. I'm tired. You're gonna take a rubber band. This time it's okay if it's tight because you really want to just buckle this down so that it doesn't move. And most of the time it won't because it is Marley hair. It's coarse and it kind of just stays in its place. But you want to secure it down, especially if you're going somewhere where it's about to be a lot of people, a lot of moving around. You just want to make sure that the hair is secure because the Lord knows if this hair unravels and it exposes your puff, you're done for. That's a bad day. Use a hair tie that's relatively loose. I'm changing my mind now. So this is the one I was gonna use. This is the one I'm gonna use now because if I use this one, me trying to pull it over this puff or this bun is gonna mess it up. So let's use a wider one so that we don't mess it up because that would be tragic. Okay, be careful. We're gonna fix this. How is it looking? I don't like that it's big in the middle. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Now, we are going to just apply a little bit more gel so that our edges are intact. They're not going anywhere. I'm gonna add this Got To Be Glued spiking glue into my hair, onto my edges, because it does a pretty good job of keeping them the way I need them to be. Oh, my band-aid's coming off. I've been wearing a band-aid on this one nail for the past week and a half because I broke it and I'm not paying to go get it fixed. I should probably just take all my nails off. I've just been so lazy and I don't feel like doing it, so the band-aid has had to do. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got money for that. And it always happens at the worst times. Like when I actually don't have any money at all, I'll break my nails. But when I have a little bit of coin, everything's fine. It's just strange. I'm gonna fast forward to the end so you guys can just see the end result because who knows how long I'm gonna be doing this. It could go on forever. A majority of the day has gone on and I've just been working on some homework and I've also been letting my edges solidify. Painted my toenails. You probably can't see them, but they're painted. They were looking crazy. I also took off, I also took off my fingernails. They don't look the best, but I had to take those off. I really did. That's what's going on here. The reveal is coming. I just been trying to keep this on as long as possible so that my edges are really laid. Okay?
I'm searching for the words to make you realize that I really, really want you to stay. Oh, yeah.
Something now is taking over me. Yeah.
Maybe I deserve to wonder who's calling so damn late. For you to say I'm tripping, just a homie from upstate. Said it's just a homie. Don't he know it's 1 o'clock in the morning? You say it's cool, baby, it's cool. Maybe I deserve. Think of how we made love almost anywhere. Haven't I taken you almost everywhere? Think of all the things that we shared and imagine me not there. Oh, giving you more kindness than the baby. Got you, baby, everything I got. You can have it, baby. I'll do magic. I'll do all I can to keep you satisfied. So just in case I don't make it home tonight, baby. Just in case I don't make it home.